Hello and welcome back to another weekly vlog. Welcome to week 20 of marathon training, the final week of marathon training. This week I will run my first marathon, which is the Manchester Marathon. The end of a 20-week training block. I just can't believe it's here, it's bonkers. So come along with me, enjoy whatever this week brings. It could be excitement, it could be crap in my pants, it could be why am I doing this, it could be anything. The possibilities are endless. So come along, see what happens this week. Let's get into week 20 of marathon training. So it is a bank holiday today. My plan of action is finishing my list for Manchester, like stuff to pack, things I need, and catching up on a bit of washing, trying to just not do a lot where I'm on my feet, and I need to draw the raffle. So I did a raffle to fundraise for the charity that I'm running the race for. So when I basically signed up for the marathon and got an entry as just paid for the entry, and then I decided that I wanted to also raise money for Safe Lives. So they help with research across the UK. I'll put a link in the description for you to check them out. But yeah, it's a cause that sits really close to my heart, so it mattered to me that I raised a bit of money for that charity as well whilst training. So yeah, we've raised, I think it's about £550. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I think anything is good, you know, to be able to raise a bit of money. I need to draw the raffle today. I need to edit last week's vlog because ideally I want that to go out before I do the marathon so that this one can go out after I've done the marathon. I'm just trying my best to rest up, trying not to freak out. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying the anxiety and the build up. I think because it's this week, it's just like, okay, it's real. Like I think I was trying to run away from it a little bit, and then yesterday you can watch the route on YouTube, and then I also watched somebody filmed, there is a hill in it, like one hill, so I was watching that. And then Josh was booking parking for where we'll be once I finish, and that was freaking me out. I was just like, it's too real now. It's all happening, like it really is. There's no backing out. Not that I want to back out, but yeah, it's just getting closer and closer. There's no running away from it anymore. We're on Tuesday, penultimate run, 6 miles, week 20 of marathon training. The longest I'll run until the marathon, because the run after this is 4 miles and then the run after that is marathon. So let's go. I'm up. I've been up for a while, pondering and questioning everything and not wanting to leave my bed, because this is what I'm like. Once I start to get a bit nervous about something, I just want to sleep, because I don't then have to deal with the uncomfortable feelings. So this morning I was just like, I want to go back to sleep, but I didn't go back to sleep. I had a bit of had a bagel, and I'm up. I'm ready to go for my 6 miles, which is nothing. It's fine. Penultimate run done. I think it's getting very real. It's getting very scary. My mind is getting very self-doubty. And quieten. I need to just shush it. Basically, because self-doubt and negative thoughts and affirmations aren't going to do me any good. But yeah, 6 miles done, 1 run left. I've got 1 run done, one run left, and then it's go time. I am just chilling. Me and Max just went on a little walk. The arch of my foot, ever since I did the 23 mile, it's like it gets a bit agitated every time I run. And then it sort of got a bit more agitated on that walk. So I'm just like, please, just whatever you are, go away. I just need 26.2 miles out of you. Just like, do you know what I mean? Just, now is not the time, now is not the place. It's coming up to 6 a.m. Sorry, I just spotted a daddy long legs. And I've got my final marathon training run today. So I'm just about to head out and meet Claire and do my final 4 miles. Which is just nuts. I can't remember the last time I ran 4 miles, to be honest. Like, I can't remember I ran anything below 5 miles, so yeah, there's no restriction on pace or anything like that today, so just the final run before Manchester Marathon. Scary, but exciting, really exciting. I'm not nervous, I'm excited. And that is a wrap. Marathon training. I've completed the marathon training block. I just have 26.2 miles left. I can't believe it. I can't believe I've survived the training block, and I can't believe my next run will be a marathon. Like, bonkers. She was too stunned to speak. That is how I feel. That is how I feel. I don't even have the words for it. Next up, Manchester Marathon. It's officially race weekend. It's race weekend. I woke up this morning, and you know when it's just like instant panic. That is how I felt this morning. Yeah, I'm really, really nervous. There's part of me that is really excited as well. But sometimes I think the feeling of the nerves and the excitement, they're so similar that it's so easy to mix them up, and it's hard to... I remember a teacher in school saying, because they feel so similar, to basically tell your mind that it's like excitement. And sometimes it does work, sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does. Because there's such a similar feeling. You can like convince yourself, no, it's excitement, like I'm really excited for this. And obviously when you're repeating, I guess what you do repeat to yourself is how you're gonna feel as well. It's here, it's official, it's going on. We are going to be leaving for Manchester soon, once Josh gets back from work, and then we'll be dropping Max off to Josh's mum and dad's house, and they're having him for the weekend. So yeah, we're going up today. Got today to chill, tomorrow to chill, Sunday to panic. No, I don't need to panic. It's going to be fine. It's just so surreal as well. And I think I might have said this whenever I said it, but I know that I'm never going to experience this exact feeling again of like, I don't know what's to come, because obviously I've never done a marathon before. I think you'll always get the pre-race nerves, and I think you'll always get like, oh, this could go wrong or this could happen. But I feel like when it's your first time doing a race of a certain distance, you're never going to get that back. And when I think back to my first half marathon, like I remember, I mean, God, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, and I was a lot more chilled. But I remember really enjoying it, and I'll always remember that one because it was my first one. So, yeah, I think we're all good to go. I've packed, I've made a list, and I've like ticked off the list to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. As long as I've got the main bits, like the essentials, anything else can just be bought. I have put my running stuff in like a bag within a bag because I'm just extra paranoid, as they call it. And I've also packed like 2 of everything, 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of shorts. So yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be great. It is what it is. This is how I feel, and I just got to ride it out now. Just got to ride it out, eat. I actually need to eat some lunch. Got some pasta. So yeah, it's all good. It's all fine. In about 24 hours, I will be stood at the start line of Manchester Marathon. So we got here yesterday evening. It took us about 4 hours to get up to Manchester. And yeah, I just feel really, I don't know, almost a bit in denial, almost a bit like in freeze mode. So I'm just controlling what I can control, which is getting my fluids in, eating enough, resting up, and watching Desperate Housewives. I need to paint my nails. So I've got things to like keep me busy. But it's so scary, and I think I'm nervous, I don't want to eat. So I'm like forcing myself to eat. Obviously, I think this like pretty normal, isn't it, for everyone, that, you know, the pre-race nerves. But yeah, it's very, very real. But it feels surreal. It does feel surreal how I just feel like I've been speaking about it for so long, and then now I'm here. And it doesn't feel like I'm here for this reason. It's just bizarre. But yeah, look at show you the lovely little sign they made for me. It's so cute. Look at that. So Josh's surname is Fear. So have no fear. You can do it. So yeah, really, really cute. I also want to do the flat lay things that people do of their like race kit, but also that freaks me out because I then laying all of that out means that it is real. So yeah, I don't even know how to describe how I'm feeling, because I am excited, but I am also just, yeah, I don't know. It's a horrible feeling. And I think naturally you do start to doubt yourself. It's like, well, what if I can't cope with it? And it's going to be sunny tomorrow, so that's another thing that's playing in my head. I'm like, oh well, what if I don't cope with the heat? What if this happens? And I'm just like, just shh. So yeah, I can't believe we're almost at the start line. It's weird. It's so weird. It is 2:30 and I have been sat on the sofa, only getting up to go to the toilet and to make food or refill my water for 4 hours. But I'm also trying to prep myself because it's going to be warm tomorrow. Right, there's like a tiny little step and I keep missing it. Anyway, it's meant to be warm tomorrow, so I'm trying to just drink enough, get enough salts in. Got my electrolytes as well. Why am I out of breath? I've got a marathon to run tomorrow. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that I've been essentially sofa rotting. I did do my back stretches though, and I'll probably do my leg stretches before bed tonight. There's not a lot else I can do. This is the prep. This is it. I've just got to rest. Oh. Marathon day. Is everyone here? It's not plus because we're not doing it.
Yeah, everyone was saying, oh, you'd rather them than that. I wonder if you have run past yesterday.
What's that?
Well, West Ham's going away.
Start Anton looks.
Holloway. Good.
Manchester Marathon 2025. We did it. I can't believe it, honestly. What an experience. And I'm completely aware that I didn't film much, but I was wanting to take in the atmosphere. I think I said maybe on Saturday that this was the first time that I would experience my first marathon, so I was quite keen to actually soak it all in and experience it as it was. Now that I look back on it, I'm like, oh, I wish I'd filmed more. But at the same time, I didn't want the pressure of filming the content and trying to make sure the content was good and things like that. I just wanted to do it, try and get myself as far as I could go on the pacing that I was meant to do, because I was aiming for sub 5. Sub 5 didn't happen. My official time was 5 hours, 5 minutes. Strava tells me it was 5 hours, 2 minutes. So we'll just go with Strava time. But it was hot. It was so hot out there. People were stood out like the front of their houses with hose pipes spraying people down. There was people around with giving out bottles of water, ice lollies, ice. Just, oh my God, the people of Manchester, just incredible. Spectators were amazing. The crowds were amazing. Like, just the amount of people that will cheer you on even though they don't know you. It just gives you that boost you need. And I was lucky that I had my friends there and I saw them. I think it was mile 1, mile 3, mile 10, mile 17, mile 25. So I saw them a good few times, and obviously that's like a major help, it's a major boost. But in between those miles, when your head starts to go a bit, whatever, having someone screaming your name makes the world a difference. Somebody had, a couple of people had loudspeakers. There was one guy who was like, come on Gwen, you can do it, on this loudspeaker. And yeah, it was just incredible. I feel like I don't have the right words to accurately describe that experience, and I still sort of feel in shock a bit. When I finished, I had a cry, and then I went to meet my friends and my partner. By the time I sort of got to them, I was just a bit like, oh. I was like, it's done, but it doesn't feel like it's done. And I was saying, I was looking, because it's obviously got the, let me show you the medal. Oh, that's the medal. It's got the date on it. And I was just in the car and I was like looking at the date and I was like, that doesn't look like it's today. Like, that's a date that's been kind of scratched into my brain, because obviously that's the date I've been working towards. But I was looking at it and I was like, it just doesn't feel like that's today. It sort of felt like the race was another race that was part of my training. But no, it really is, it's done. And I sort of said before, like, oh, I think I want to do another one. And then I said, I'll see, like, wait and see how it goes. And then when I was doing it, I was thinking to myself, not a chance I'm doing another one. And then as soon as I pushed past that and I finished, I was like, oh, I think I want to do another one. But for now, I am giving... Hello? For now, I am obviously giving my body a rest, recovering. I've got today and tomorrow off, and then I have got a bit of a busy week at work. We're doing an event, so I'm hoping that I'll be okay by Wednesday, Thursday. But for now, I've just got to recover. I went out with Josh and Max for a little walk around the field by us, and whilst I wasn't like striding across the field, I felt okay. It's just when I get up or when I've been sat down and then obviously your legs seize up a bit. Getting out of the car yesterday was hell, and when we went to pick up Max from Josh's parents' house, I was like really struggling to get up to the house. But yeah, it was just at the start I was really nervous, and you know when you're so nervous that you just can't, I sort of go into like a bit of a freeze state when I'm nervous, and I don't know, I just have to try and get myself through that period. So I didn't even think about like filming really on the day. Luckily Zoe got a bit of like behind the scenes content for me, because I just was just in my own head so much. There were points before I started the marathon where I was like, I want to cry, because I was like, what am I doing? Like, can I actually do this? But it is all in your mind, and it's crazy what your mind lets you believe and the thoughts that come up. But it's kind of about what we choose to fuel, and I'm not saying that like, oh yeah, that was so easy, because it wasn't. When you're trying to get away from thoughts that are telling you to stop, that you can't do it, that you're not going to be able to finish, that it's like, it's too far for you, you're not capable, things like this, it is hard to switch that off and to try and convince yourself otherwise. But the one tip that I have been told, and I can't remember who said it, but it's to run the mile you're in. It might have been Anya Cullins. It's run the mile you're in. And surprisingly, it helps a lot, And the other thing is to not look at how many miles you've got, or how many you've ran, just focusing in on that mile that you're doing and getting to the next one and doing the same when that next one rolls around. So yeah, thank you Manchester for my first marathon experience. I definitely won't ever forget it, and as I said, I still feel like it doesn't feel real. It's just so weird. It does feel like physically it feels like I've done it, but mentally my brain just can't compute that that's it. Yeah, it was a really well run event, I thought. I obviously took out my water, and I would recommend anyone do that, is take out what you've trained with, so your water, your gels, the snacks. I had all that with me, but then I also did take on water from the water stations, either to like cool me down, to have just like cold water, because obviously when it's warm, your water then warms up. So I did take on from the water stations, apart from the last one, which was mile 25. I think there were 8 water stations, and then was it 3 gel stations maybe? But I thought it was really well organised. I think if I were to have a complaint, my only thing would be, and a warning if you're going to do it, just so you're aware, is once you get into the start line bit, there's no toilets, and I got into that point at about 11 o'clock and didn't start running until 11:30. And as I was stood there, I was like, I went to the toilet before, but I was thinking I could do with like going for a wee. So that's my only like thing. I guess as long as you're aware of it and you don't go in blindly thinking, oh yeah, I'll just go to the toilet on the start line, because there aren't any toilets. That concludes it's not even week 20 of marathon training anymore. It's just week whatever this is of weekly vlogs. Next week I'm just going to be, well, it is this week, but I'm just going to be recovering, resting, refueling, all of that fun stuff. Pretty chilled week. To conclude, as we normally conclude, highs and lows of the week. It's an easy one. Lows were the nerves and the build up to the marathon, because it's scary, especially that Saturday. But again, it's to do with your head, isn't it? Like, it's just what your head thinks you're capable of, and in some ways that fear is there to protect you, but I think it's okay to also acknowledge that it's trying to protect you, but it doesn't need to protect you, because there's nothing, you're not in danger, if you know what I mean. You know, as long as you've put the training in, you've been sensible, you've done your carb loading, you've been hydrating, you hydrate on the day and things. And then obviously highs of the week, running my first marathon, and just the whole weekend, like spending the weekend with my friends, them cheering me on. They had an amazing little banner for me as well. I'm just incredibly lucky to have that support, and it really means the world to me. I don't know what happens next. I don't know. Currently I've got, my next race is Cheltenham Half Marathon in June, and then I'm also doing Cardiff Half Marathon. I imagine I'll probably sign up for a few other races in between those, but for now I need to just focus on chilling out, resting my legs up, and yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being on this journey with me, no matter what point you came in. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate the comments and messages I've had as well. And I will see you in the next one.